Hello my royal lovelies and welcome back to the channel. In today's video I want to dissect an article because yet we've had more Meghan Markle news. Yes, I don't even want to call her the Duchess of Sussex anymore. I just feel like calling her Markle, just plain old Markle. Yes, let's read the headline and then we'll get into it a little bit. So, Meghan Markle touts her, and in quotes they've used the word power, I'm raising my eyebrow at that, for raising the profile of up-and-coming brands as she invests in Cesta, Cesta Collective, which she wore in Colombia. Now, no surprise to me whatsoever that the Colombia tour was just an opportunity for Meghan to peddle her wares. Just like the Netflix cooking show is going to be. She's going to use that to sell her dog biscuits and her jam and maybe some wine or something. I don't know. So does this surprise me? With Meghan, nothing surprises me. And no, it doesn't surprise me. I always knew that there was some other ulterior motive for the Colombia tour. Meghan Markle does not pass up any opportunity to peddle her wares. She may as well take out a neon advertisement in Times Square, basically. So just like she invested in, was it Clever Blends, which we've not really heard much about since then. Has anyone heard anything about Clever Blends? Do let me know. I certainly haven't tried any. I certainly don't think it's gone global. I mean, I've not seen it advertised in the UK, for example. So let me know, have you tried her Clever Blends? So Cesta Collective, what even is this? I don't even know what it is. Apparently it's a purse, a handbag, if you want to be British, you call them handbags because they are a bag that you usually either carry in your hand or you wear over your shoulder. It's very self-explanatory, my loves. We normally call purses what a female would put their money in. That would be a purse. Anyway, I digress. So apparently this purse that she was spotted carrying, or handbag, was $750. My goodness. I would not pay $750 for a handbag. And it comes after trademark issues with American Riviera Orchard were revealed. Yes, I remember that story. I don't think I've mentioned it, but there was a few trademark issues which I'm sure Meghan's team will be frantically trying to iron out, ready in time for any launches. So she's traded her domestic dream for a life as a fashionista. Please. Who's going to be buying her wrinkled, baggy clothes? She forked over a sum of money to lavish bag brand Cesta Collective. There is no way, for a start, that she paid for that bag. Invested in the company? Maybe. Although one does question where that money came from those ill-gotten gains. So she's forked out a sum of money to lavish bag brand Cesta Collective, of course, following the recent setback of her American Riviera Orchard, which has still amounted to completely nothing. It says here that their goal of the trip was to highlight the good they hope to accomplish. No. The aim was to highlight her new investment. That's exactly what that was. So speaking to the New York Times, the Duchess revealed her strategy for using the global spotlight to promote designers she has really great friendships with. Oh, so she's not even hiding it. She's being brazen. She's being blatant. She thinks it's something to gloat about. Does she think that she's, a modern influencer? Well, of course, she did try her hand at being an influencer with the TIG, didn't she? Her now defunct blog. Which, to be honest, why hasn't she revived something like that? I don't get it. Oh, I do get it. Netflix is trying to damage limitate. It's trying to recoup some of its losses, trying to make it look like it hasn't made a colossal mistake with those two pair of grifters. Yes, I do get it. So why hasn't she revived the TIG or a version of the TIG? Because that kind of makes sense. She can shut her mouth, shut Harry's mouth, or get him to shut up, and just crack on with it, get on with it. Not that I will be influenced or buying anything that Meghan peddles. So, yeah, including smaller up-and-coming brands that haven't gotten the attention that they should be getting. Well, maybe if she gave attention to actually giving out some real compassion, if she really had a passion for compassion, then maybe she'd be speaking on more friendly terms to not only her own family, her father's side of the family, but Harry with his family as well. She added, "That's one of the most powerful things that I'm able to do." Oh, for Christ's sake. And that's simple. I do apologise for taking the Lord's name in vain. And that's simply wearing like an earring. Oh my goodness, she's trying to behave like an influencer that you'd see on Instagram or TikTok or YouTube. Yeah, I mean, going back in 2020, she began investing in a number of small female-owned businesses and even ventured out on her own with a lifestyle brand, American Riviera Orchard, which has been so far a complete and utter flop, basically. We've had nothing to see for it. No products, nothing. We've been left high and dry. Not that I'm crying into my cornflakes. You'll understand. Would I want to sample her jam? I mean, if someone chucked me a jar of it, I'm sure I'd give it the once over and give it a taste test. But would I actually go out and spend my hard-earned money on anything that she produces? No, I would not. Whereas Highgrove jam or Duchy Originals jam, absolutely, I really, really would. However, trademark issues with her cookery company, Meghan has turned her sights to company Cesta Collective, which sells purses hand-woven by women in Rwanda and are later finished in Italy. Yeah, I think this is a complete load of hogwash, to be honest. I mean, not hogwash. I believe that she has invested in this business because she was seen carrying the handbag. She said, I hate quoting her. She says, "I spend a lot of time just Googling, looking for brands, looking for people that are vulnerable." And that, I mean, she probably tried to get a really good bargain, didn't she? She's probably said, "Well, I can give you global exposure if you give me a percentage of your company." I doubt she's spent a lot of money on this, to be honest. I mean, but then again, would I have known about Cesta Collective had it not been for Meghan investing in it? No, I would not. So these brands have got to weigh up. But remember, you are working with a monster. 3 a.m. emails are coming your way, so be prepared. You are jumping into the fire if you get in bed with Markle. Let's put it that way. When people are online looking for things or reading things, I'm trying to find great new designers, especially in different territories. Who gives her the right to be the judge, jury, and executioner of what is a great new designer? Seriously. She is so... If her head was any more up her beehole, she'd be licking her tonsils. So Meghan initially sported the $750 white purse to dinner with Harry in 2023. Cesta's founders, Erin Ryder, and... so she's been grifting off them since 23. And Courtney revealed that after she donned the stunning bag... Well, I wouldn't hardly describe it as stunning. It looks fairly similar to most bags. They noticed they had an uptick in purchases. Well, of course they did. About 3 of Meghan's supporters must have rushed out to buy the bag. Meghan then decided to invest into the brand to help it grow, although she declined to reveal how much she had forked over. Probably nothing. I reckon she was given a percentage. Grifting again. Grifting at its finest. Yes, they revealed that it was a minority stake. Yeah, a minority, probably more like a big fat 30%, I reckon. Yes, she's got her mitts in that pie. They say we are a mission-based, responsibly made handbag brand, celebrating the work of talented female artisans. The brand explains on its Instagram profile. Maybe Meghan, I'm going to predict that the next meal she goes out to with Harry, she actually wears the handbag a bit like a face kini, actually on her face. Maybe she'll put her face and her head inside the bag. Oh no, wait, I don't think it'll fit. I think Meghan's ego is too big to fit in any kind of handbag. So the positive impact that Meghan's support can prompt on a given brand was recently revealed on BBC's Dragon's Den when the founders of a lab-grown jewellery brand, Kimai, featured the brand's founders and said that they pioneered the use of 100% traceable lab-grown diamonds. And I think they said that there was an uptick in sales when Meghan was seen wearing them. I dare say, I mean, there are lots of people that are influenced, but that was, I think, in 2018, 2019. I don't think many people are going to be that influenced by Meghan these days. Her standing has changed dramatically since 2018, 2019. We now live in a world where people have opened up their eyes to Harry and Meghan and can see that the massive PR disasters that they have made are not something that people want to buy into. And this is why big brands, bearing in mind here we're talking about little brands, artisan brands, starting out brands, big brands are not partnering with Harry and Meghan. This is key because remember she signed with that big media PR company where you'd think that they've got contacts with these big brands. And these big brands are not sponsoring Harry and Meghan. They're too volatile. They're too divisive. You've probably got something like, 75-80% of people having a negative response or reaction to Harry and Meghan. The other remaining percentages are, Sussex supporters or people that maybe, haven't really got an opinion either way. But most people have a bit of a negative response to Harry and Meghan. I'm not saying they don't have their supporters. Those people will go out and buy things regardless. But I think there are more people that are not supporters of Harry and Meghan. And that will resonate with brands. Brands like people that are going to appeal to the widest range of people possible, or at least a brand's targeted audience. Harry and Meghan are not hitting the mark. And that is due to their own actions, words, deeds. It's bringing them down. Not even bringing them down, it's brought them down at this point. So I think Meghan can have her handbags. She can have as many handbags as she wants. It's not going to revitalise their fortunes. This is not going to be a big, huge, global brand. And I don't mean that in a negative way for the people that founded the brand, but partnering with Meghan is going to be your downfall. If I were you, I would kick Meghan out of the investment as soon as I could, because it's in the long term, it's not going to bring anything positive. Like I said, if the big brands would have been, tripping over each other to invest or get Meghan on board. Or, I mean, Harry hasn't even advertised, luxury watches or anything like that. Those are the sorts of brands that they could be getting into, high fashion brands. But no, they are not tripping over Harry and Meghan. And that is very, very, very telling. So, let me know in the comment section, will you be buying a Cesta Collective $750 bag? I mean, it's not very accessible, is it, to normal people? Normal people haven't got $750 to spend on a bag. My goodness. And I'm sure Meghan will go on even more promotional fake faux cosplay royal tours over the coming year, where she'll be peddling her wares. I reckon she'll turn up at one wearing maybe a necklace made of her dog biscuits. The sort of, those sweet necklaces that you can eat. I reckon she'll have one made of dog biscuits. Maybe she'll even do a face mask, of her jam. Or maybe she'll be seen sipping from her glass of, maybe if she's been making any wine or anything. There's talk about her making wine. I don't know. But she's not being demure about it. She's been quite blatant. And I think this is disgusting. And she needs to wind it back in. Wind that neck back in, my lovey. Yes. And you can shove your handbags where the sun don't shine. Yes, I'm talking to you, Meghan. Right, I'm off. I think I need a drink. I need a cup of tea. That's what I need to steady my nerves after having to quote Meghan. Right, I'm off. Thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Ta-ra, my loves. Bye.